And our next question belongs to chapter number 1 economics, and the chapter number 1 development, and subject is economics, and question has been asked in 2018 exam, and the question is that how is the issue of sustainability important for development? Explain with examples. And the next question, how can two persons have different developmental goals? Next question is that why is sustainable development essential for economic growth? Explain. Now next question belongs to 2016 exam, and the question is that people have conflicting development goals. Support the statement with suitable examples. Next one, why is per capita income calculated in the US dollar? And the next question is that describe any three possible development goals of landless rural laborers. Next question, money cannot buy all the goods and services that one needs to live well. Do you agree with this statement? Justify your answer with any three suitable arguments. Now next questions belong to 2015 exam, and the first question is that give any two common developmental goals of the people. Next question, suggest any one way to solve underemployment situation in rural areas. Next one, mention any one limitation of per capita income as an indicator of development. Next question, through which act is right to work implemented? And the next question is that what is the rank of India as per the HDI report of 2004? And the next question, define average income. Next question, differentiate between Human Development Report and World Development Report. Next one, why does Kerala have a better Human Development Index ranking in comparison to Punjab? Explain with three examples. Next one, what is the main norm used by the World Bank in classifying different countries as rich and poor countries? What are the restrictions of such norms? Next one, besides income, what are the 6 other things people may look for growth and development? And the next question is that though the level of income is important, it is an inadequate measure of the level of development. Justify this statement. And the next question is that what is Human Development Index? Which organization measures the HDI? Explain the three major indicators of the HDI. Now next questions belong to 2014 exam, and the question is that suppose there are 4 families in a country with per capita income of $15,000. The other income of 3 families is $10,000, $20,000 and $12,000. So what is the income of the 4th family? And the answer will be $18,000. Now next question is that what may be the development for one may be the destruction for the other. Explain this statement with appropriate example. Now next question belongs to 2013 exam. Question is that explain the importance of sustainable development with reference to groundwater by giving example. And now next question is that what is sustainable development? Suggest any 2 ways in which resources can be used judicially. This is an important question. Next question for 3 marks. Average income is important but it has limitations while using it. Explain. And now next question is that what is meant by economic development? What are the 2 bases of measuring economic development of a country? Next question, in what respects is the criterion used by the UNDP for measuring development different from the one used by the World Bank? And now next questions belong to chapter number 2, sectors of the Indian economy, and questions belong to 2018 exam. Question is that when we produce goods by exploiting natural resources, in which category of economic sector such activities come? Answer is primary sector. Next question for 3 marks. Distinguish the service conditions of organized sector with that of unorganized sector. This question is also important. It comes under important question. Now next question belongs to 2018 exam. Question is that how does public sector contribute to the economic development to the nation? Explain. Next question belongs to 2016 exam, and the question is that who has the ownership of the assets in the public sector? Answer is that the government of a country has the ownership of the assets in the public sector. Next question, what does GDP stand for? Now answer is that GDP stands for gross domestic product. Next question, name the sector that is largest employer in India, and why does this sector produce only a quarter of the national GDP? Next question belongs to 5 marks, and the question is that how far is it correct to say that several services which cannot be provided by private sector can be provided by the public sector? Explain. Now next question belongs to 2015 exam, and the question is that what constitutes the organized sector in urban areas, and why do workers in this area need protection? Now next question, how does service sector help in the development of primary and secondary sectors? Explain with examples. Next question, with the example of sugarcane, explain the interdependence of all the 3 sectors of economy. Next one, explain the working condition of workers in unorganized sector. Next question is that give 5 reasons for the rising importance of the tertiary sector in production. Next question, explain with suitable examples how public sector contributes to the economic development of the nation. Now next questions belong to 2014 exam, and the question is mention one feature of unorganized sector. Next one, where is the disguised employment found mostly? Answer is in rural areas. Next question, in which sector are a large number of workers losing their jobs since 1990? Answer is primary sector. Next question, what was the most important sector of economic activities at the earliest stages of development? Answer is primary sector is the most important sector of economic activities at the earliest stages of development. Now next question is that explain disguised unemployment with 2 examples, one from urban areas and other from rural areas. Next question for 5 marks, how did NREGA 2005 bring upliftment of the rural people? Explain. Next question, explain the interdependence of all 3 sectors giving examples from transportation system. Now next question, describe the provisions of the National Rural Employment Guarantee Act 2005. Next question, what is GDP? Explain the process to calculate GDP. Now next question belongs to 2013 exam, and the question is that highlight the 3 factors responsible for the growth of service sector in the Indian economy. Next question for 5 marks, distinguish between public and private sectors. Questions, objective questions are there, and questions belong to 2012 exam. Question is that name the sector which forms the base of all other products. Answer is primary sectors. Primary sector forms the base for all other products. Next question, name the sector in which natural products are changed into other forms. Now answer is secondary sector. Now next question is that name the sector which helps in the development of primary and secondary sectors. The answer is tertiary sector helps in the development of primary and secondary sectors. Next question, why has the entire tertiary sector not grown in importance? Explain. Next one, why does disguised employment not help in productivity of a country? Explain with the help of an example. Now next questions belong to 2011 exam, Now question is that explain the objectives of implementing the NREGA 2005. And the next question, in what ways can employment be increased in urban areas? Next question belong to chapter number 4, globalization and the Indian economy. Question is that how has foreign trade been integrating markets of different countries? Explain with examples. Question has been asked in 2018 exam. Next one, how do we feel the impact of globalization on our daily life? Explain with examples. Next question, how can consumers and producers be benefited from foreign trade? Explain with examples. And the last question is that how have our markets been transformed in recent years? Explain with examples.